Wow.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we took a little trip to Best Buy, and my birthday's coming up this month, so my wife asked me what I wanted. So we were at Best Buy, and I wasn't really sure what to get. And I've always been curious about Glorious products. I don't have a lot of experience with them. Typically, I use a Logitech G Pro wireless and the Logitech, what is this? Really bad with names. So I got the Logitech, I think it's a Pro X 10 keyless. Pro X 10 keyless. Yep. It's wireless. So I like this keyboard. It's not, it's nothing too fancy, but gets the job done, and battery life is really, really good with that. The battery life is really good with this. So I tend to just keep using it. But we're going to check out the GMMK Pro Barebones edition from Glorious. I also picked up these polychroma RGB translucent keycaps. And I picked up a Glorious Model D2 ultralight ergonomic RGB gaming mouse. It's 66 grams, so it's pretty lightweight. And it's got 2.4 gigahertz wireless connection, and it's also Bluetooth connected. So we will take a close look at this. That'll probably be the last thing that we do. I also picked up these Glorious Raptor premium clicky keyboard switches. I let my wife pick these out. I do like a mechanical, like a clicky switch. So on the Pro X 10 keyless, it's got a really linear switch. I think it's like a red Logitech switch, so it's pretty. It doesn't make a whole lot of noise, and it's not, it's not really that tactile. So we are going to give these a shot, so you can see. It says a high sound level, clear housings for vivid RGB, lubricated, compatible with most mechanical keyboards. And then I also picked up a Glorious Coiled cable, Nebula. So let's actually pop this sucker open. I want to see if this will even work with my current setup. I've been needing to get a like a USB-C hub, something that I can run from my PC, which is down here, up to the top of my desk. I don't like a lot of clutter on top of my desk, so I don't have my PC up here, but I may need to move this up depending on what it is. Actually, this should work. Let's see here. Oh, so this probably is to the PC, which is standard USB. And then I'm guessing the USB-C end goes into the keyboard. But you can see it's a pretty cool looking cable. It's coiled. Yeah, pretty neat. Depending on how long of a stretch it is, I might be able to run this cable up to the top of the desk, and then it should be fine. This should do. Pretty cool. So either that or I will have to put my PC back here under the desk, or under the back of the monitor, the back of the desk. That's what I have to do sometimes. But we'll know more about what we need to do once we get this put together. Okay, so let's open up this GMMK Pro White Ice. You see it comes with its CNC anodized aluminum body, gasket mounted design, fully modular hot swap PCB design, rotary encoder, QMK open source firmware compatible. It comes with US ANSI layout, 83 keys with rotary encoder, CNC matte black anodized aluminum body, except this is the white one, I believe. Gasket mounted design, 5-pin hot swap PCB with south facing LED, pre-lubed GS2 screw-in stabilizers, 16.8 million color RGB LED backlighting and side lights, compatible with Windows and Mac, compatible with proprietary Glorious Core software, Windows only, compatible with QMK open source firmware, and a USB-C 2.0 interface. Very cool. Let's get to the unboxing. Ascended. Unpack your Pro. Insert switches and keycaps. Plug and play. So yeah, plug the USB-C side of the included cable into your Pro, and insert the USB-A side into an open port on your computer. All necessary drivers should be installed automatically. Install Glorious Core, update firmware, and then it says customize it. There's a little thing, quick start guide. Okay. There's no shortage of stickers that come with these things. But here is the main event. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. That's hefty. That's a real solid piece of kit here. Okay. Set that down, and then I'll show you what's in the box here. We got a optional extra gasket strips. So due to minor variances that can occur during machining process of your GMMK Pro, you may need to apply additional gasket strips for peak acoustic quality. For more info and application instructions, visit gloriousgaming.com/quickstart. Okay. So these will help with hopefully that noise reduction. If you don't like a lot of noise when you type. But I did get the clicky cables though, so that may not really matter that much. So this comes with a USB-C. Okay. You know, until I get a proper hub, I will be using my monitor, because what I got is I've got a cable, a USB-C cable running, a data cable running to the back of this monitor. The only problem is on the back of the monitor for the outs, there's only USB-C outs, so I can't really use a standard USB port up there. So I'm just going to use a longer USB-C cable to get this thing started until I get my USB-C hub on top of my desk. But so that's what's in the box. There's some keycap pullers. This keyboard is very, very hefty. I think it says it's like 3.3 pounds. Glorious. I don't know if you can hear this. Listen to this. Wow, that's very, very hefty. Actually, it was so hefty it knocked over my phone, which I used to monitor what I'm recording. So there we go. So what we need, I'm sure, is we need the premium clicky keyboard switches. Take your switches, again, more stickers. This one comes with a Raptor. So you find the pins. So I see the pins, and you line them up with the pins inside the hole of that bad boy. So like that. Those two pins. And they line up like so. And you press them in. So they click in. And now you're all set. And you do the rest of them the same way. I'll get a better... So listen to this. That click. You can hear the tactile click of the actual switch. So I'm going to get these all put in, and we'll go from there. My wife was nice enough to make me a cup of coffee. Thank you, babe. Oh, yeah, that's good shit. Pardon my French. So if I do this wrong, it's going to be funny. And I'm going to be shamed, and I will delete my YouTube channel. Okay, guys. So really quickly, don't make the same mistake I did. So when you get one of these GMMK keyboards, and you're going to put them together yourself, make sure you pay attention. There's only 36 switches inside of this one box. So I had to order 2 more boxes in order to finish this one keyboard. I don't know why they do that. It seems really like counterintuitive. Just, I don't know, put enough switches in a box. Because everything else, it kind of lulls you into a false sense of, you know, everything should work. I should have been paying attention, but if you're not paying attention, you might do what I did. So we aren't going to mess with it anymore because I put all the switches that I had into the chassis. So we're going to leave that as it is, and we're just going to keep moving on. And I'll make a update and just add it to this once I get those in the mail and I can actually finish this keyboard. So the last thing we're going to take a look at is the model D2 wireless. So let's unbox this. really lightweight. You've got your braided USB-A to USB-C cable. You have your wireless adapter, wireless dongle. Probably the best word ever invented. And inside the little booklet is register this product to unlock 1 extra year of warranty for free. It's telling you that your brightness is set to 5%. And there's some shortcuts. So press scroll wheel plus DPI button plus right mouse button to cycle through brightness levels. Alternatively, you can download the software Glorious Core for more granular control. Another sticker. Feet extensions. Okay. Interesting. So I guess if you wanted to extend your feet a little bit more, you can use these. And a quick start guide. In your quick start guide, just gonna give you some recommendations for setting up. So we recommend fully charging your mouse before using it for the first time in wireless mode. To do this, plug the USB-A side of the cable into your computer and plug the other end into the USB-C port on the front end of the mouse. The mouse can be used normally in wired mode. If using a USB-C cable other than the provided paracord cable, we recommend using it only for charging, as gaming with another cable may cause the port on the mouse to be damaged because of insufficient support. The average time to fully charge the device is approximately 2 hours. Connecting with a 2.4 GHz wireless. Once the mouse is fully charged, toggle the switch at the bottom of the mouse to 2.4 and plug it in and plug the USB receiver into your device. The receiver is paired with the mouse out of the box and should be kept at close range for optimal performance. So I prefer using 2.4 gigahertz wireless. So that's what I'll be using. It says battery. Let's see what it says about battery. When using the mouse in wireless mode, you can check the battery life by pressing and holding the DPI button for 3 seconds. The RGB strips will blink in the color corresponding to the battery level. So 0 to 25%, the light will be red. 26% to 60% will be orange. 61% to 90% will be yellow. And 91% to 100% will be green. When the battery level falls below 7%, both RGB LED strips will switch off, and the middle LED of the RGB light strips will repeatedly blink 3 times, followed by a 1-second rest. This continues until the mouse is plugged in for charging, or it is completely drained of power. You can also create custom macros, rebind mouse functions, access advanced lighting effects, and save personalized DPI settings with Glorious Core. So there it is. So just to remove this, these little peels from the feet of the mouse. There's a little size comparison for you guys. So this is the Logitech G Pro Wireless Superlight, and I believe it's a little bit lighter. This is the D2 is 66 grams, and the G Pro Wireless is, and that's not the V2. It's the first version. The latest endoskeleton design from Logitech G achieves an unreal 80-gram weight. So apparently it's 80 grams, and this is 66 grams, so it's even lighter. So let me give this a plug-in. USB-C. Cable in like that. And it instantly starts lighting up. You can see. So I'm going to let this charge up, but while you're charging it up, you can actually use it. Wow. It's really responsive. It's lightweight. It fits my hand, I think, better than the G Pro. I don't have huge hands, but they are a little bit big. I'm like 6'1" and kind of a large guy, but I mean, it's not a tiny mouse, but this one is very similar in size. Okay, everybody, I'm finally back to finish this video. So it's been quite a bit since I started to record that unboxing with the Glorious products. So that's the GMMK Pro keyboard. It comes as a kit that you have to put together yourself. You don't have to do anything internally. The only thing you have to do is insert the switches and then put on your own keycaps. And then the Glorious Model D2 wireless. I've been using this for about a month now, and I gotta say, I'm really enjoying both the keyboard and the mouse. The Glorious software, it's not as snappy and responsive as I think it should be for a desktop application, but it gets the job done. I don't notice anything out of the ordinary as far as responsiveness of the mouse, any latency when you press a key. I don't get any of that. So some of the functions you can change on the keyboard, you can change the polling rate, input latency, you can change that, and then you can change your keybinds. But some of the lighting effects you can do, you can put it in Glorious mode. I'll turn the brightness up so you guys can see it. And I don't know why. So I just changed it on the app, but it doesn't change it right away. Like, I don't know why it doesn't do that. Like, I can close out of Glorious and I can go back in and it doesn't change it. So maybe if I unplug it and plug it back in, it'll change. So I just plugged it back in. Let's see what it does. Yeah. Now the RGB function changed. So I'm not quite sure why that is. But you can see how that looks with RGB. Let me just lower the light down a little bit so you can see it better. It looks quite nice. And this is how the keyboard sounds when you are using it. And those are the green Raptor mechanical switches from Glorious. And now we'll look at the mouse. So this is the Model D2 wireless. And again, I just changed the lighting mode in the Glorious software and it didn't do anything. So let me turn this off and then back on. And it still didn't do anything. And I click save, so it didn't change it. So let me close the software and I will quit software all the way and I'll reopen it. So that's Glorious Core. It's loading. There. And now the lighting mode changed. And I did set the brightness all the way up
in wireless mode, but it looks like it dimmed it on its own. And that drains the battery rapidly. So one of my biggest complaints about this mouse is its battery life. It is not the best. But again, you got to go back in here. So this is apparently as bright as it gets in wireless mode. As if I plugged it in, it'd probably be a lot brighter, but that's that mouse. And here is how it sounds. So overall, good quality. I just think they really got to work on the software part. It's just annoying to have to shut the whole program down. It doesn't change on the fly. It just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, battery life, I think without the RGB and stuff, you know, it would last a lot longer. But you know, my G Pro wireless would last like almost 3 weeks on a single charge. And I know it doesn't have any lights or anything like that, but it definitely outlasts this. But overall, I think they're really great products, as long as you can get past some of their software quirks. Otherwise than that, I have no complaints.
As we take a final look at the Glorious products I just unboxed with you, I'd like to take this time to thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. If you're using any of these products, let me know what you think of them. The GMMK Pro keyboard, Barebones edition, the Glorious Model D2 wireless, and the Glorious Raptor key switches are very, very, very nice. Now, having said that, there are a couple things that I think we need to discuss. The price premium for these are a little bit too high, I think, to have such bad software. I find myself comparing it to Logitech software over and over again because I use that at my other desk when I'm away, and that simply just works. Everything is snappy. All of your adjustments just instantly apply, and I just can't think of any reason why the Glorious core software should have the problems that it has. So until Glorious can fix that, I really can't give this my seal of approval. The products are great, they're very responsive, they're made with high quality materials, they're durable, but that software is just a pain in the neck. So Glorious, if you are watching this, please put a lot of effort to fixing that software, work out all the bugs, and then I can probably give my full seal of approval on your products. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Teedster out.